What if I told you that cramming for hours is actually the worst way to learn something new?
Seriously, imagine this. You spend all night trying to memorize a new language, only to forget half of it by breakfast. Sound familiar? I know it's been true for me. Whether it was learning to draw, or more recently, learning how to play guitar, I always felt like I forgot most of it by the next day. It left me thinking, oh, maybe I just don't have the talent for it. Wrong. I just did not have the right steps to learning. But here's the wild part. There's a ridiculously simple way to make learning stick, and it's called the spacing effect. And trust me, it's about to make your life a whole lot easier. Now, before you roll your eyes and think, not another productivity hack, let me promise you, this isn't about working harder or becoming a robot. It's about working smarter, and honestly, a lot less stressed. Whether you want to ace an exam, learn to draw, or finally remember your neighbor's name, this video is for you.
So how does it work?
I'll break it down for you into 3 super simple steps you can use right now to learn anything faster and with way less effort. Here's the 3-step process. Step 1. Why your brain loves breaks and why binge studying is basically brain sabotage. Step 2. How to set up spaced sessions even if you only have 10 minutes a day. Step 3. And finally, I'll share a quick trick to make sure what you learned today actually sticks for good. Step 1. Why your brain loves breaks. Here's something wild. Your brain actually loves to forget things. That sounds backwards, right? But it's true. When you take breaks between learning sessions, your brain has to work a little harder to pull the info back up. That's not a bad thing. It's actually how memory gets stronger. Think of it like exercise. If you do a few push-ups, rest, then do a few more, you get stronger over time. But if you try to do 100 at once, you just get tired and probably never want to do another push-up again. This is called burnout, and it is the progress killer. So, when you space out your study sessions, you're giving your brain a workout without the burnout. Instead of cramming, try reviewing for just 10 or 15 minutes at a time. Then take a break. Maybe go for a 5-minute walk. When you come back, try writing down what you remember. Bullet point format is fine. You'll be amazed at how much more you remember. Step 2. How to set up spaced sessions. Here's the trick. Don't just study once and hope for the best, like we've all done the night before a test. Be honest, how many times did you do that this semester alone? Instead, review the same material several times, in small manageable chunks with gaps in between. Here is a 3-step example that will help you learn faster and remember more. Step 1. Study a concept, lessons, idea for a short amount of time. Step 2. Take a break. Review what you learned when you come back. And finally, Step 3. Take a longer break for a few days before reviewing what you learned again. But let me remind you, and this is important, each time you return, try writing down what you remember before you review. Think of it as your brain getting its warm-up before a workout. It also forces your brain to prioritize this information. Essentially, your brain is categorizing it as very important stuff we should remember. It's the reason why I can take a break from learning guitar for a few weeks and still remember the chords I practiced, even though I only spent 10 to 15 minutes practicing them at a time. Here's the final step. Make it stick for good. Building lasting connections in your brain by putting your brain to work. Or as my mother would always say, put your brain to contribute. That doesn't translate super well, but you get the idea. Give your brain some exercise. How exactly do you exercise your brain? Well, one great approach is to mix it up. In other words, don't just review the same way each time. Try explaining what you learned to a friend. If you don't have a friend, a rubber ducky, a plant with googly eyes, or a stuffed toy will do just as well. You can even try drawing it out, even when it seems counterintuitive. But let me tell you, trying to draw myself, in stick form of course, playing the chords I learned, did help me remember my finger placing better. Every time you use the info in a new way, you're building more connections in your brain. It's like building new roads linking new places and experiences back to you. More connections mean stronger, more reliable memories that you can access faster and retain for longer. And if you ever get stuck, or it feels a little hard when you try mixing it up, that's a good sign. It means your brain is getting its exercise. Remember, your brain is a muscle, and it needs a challenge from time to time. So don't get discouraged. Give yourself a pat on the back and keep going. You're already ahead of most people. So let's recap. 1. Give your brain breaks. 2. Space out your review sessions. 3. Mix it up. Learning anything new really is easier than you think when you work with your brain, not against it. If you found this content helpful, help me out by hitting like, subscribing to my channel, and let me know in the comments what you're planning on learning. Till next time.